Hello and welcome to Epic Blocks. Today I'm going to show you another very simple farm, and this one will work in your spawn chunk and continue running no matter where you go in the world. I do admit I made a couple of mistakes on some of my earlier farms, but this one will work. Today we're going to do a villager breeder. I'm going to make this as simple as I can, and these are the items that we're going to need. Plus one boat. We'll come back to that in a moment. I do recommend we're going to need about a stack and a half of dirt, and I've got some extras here we can place in a few places. And we're going to need about a stack and a half of solid blocks. It might be a little bit more than that. And we're going to need some glass. I like to use a lot of glass so you can see more of what's going on. You don't need this much, but I'm taking a stack so we can spread it around liberally. You will need one composter. I'm taking two. I think we can get by with 3 trapdoors actually. Should be able to get rid of one of those. We will need a hoe. Of course, it does not have to be a diamond hole. We'll need actually a bucket of water, but it's 2 water sources. But of course, we can refill that somewhere. I don't have that here in my world though, so I'll have to grab that in creative real quick. We'll need 3 beds. I'm going to use 4, just that's how I like to lay it out. And then anywhere from 1 to 80 carrots, beetroots, or potatoes. I don't believe wheat works for breeding villagers. And then of course we'll want about a handful of torches. And the lead is for the boat and for our villagers, which I've already captured and brought to our spawn area. As you can see, I've also spread torches around liberally. These shouldn't really be getting in our way. But let me go ahead and grab my items. And grab my water. Nope. Space 4 first. There we go. There's the extra water. And let's go ahead and go into survival. And now I can build this. And I'm going to start right here. It's not necessary to be in this exact spot. Well, and let's go up one more. Remember how I want to do this. So it's like here. So 4 blocks up, and then we're going to start building outward, and we're going to get rid of this one in the middle. This one in the middle we're going to replace with a water source, and then moving outward in all 4 directions we're going to go, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put that one in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna build that one up a little bit. We'll come to that later. It's gonna be our exit so we don't take damage when we jump down. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fill all this in. And there goes the first stack of dirt, grabbing a second one. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and put a block of dirt there and add a composter. Don't need that one anymore. And we want to put something on top of the composter. It doesn't really matter what, just any block that will keep the villagers from jumping on top, because they will do that if they're able to, and when they jump back down they might break the farmland. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a block of glass there. It could be a solid block or anything else that will stop them from jumping up. And then solid blocks, actually use a temporary block here. As you can see, I lined my farm up with the chunk border. Let's put a solid block on top. And we're going to build a wall. Too tall. You could do this with a fence post as well, if you have the wood for resources there. I'll put a temporary block in the corner. We'll grab those later. Another temporary block. Hold off on that for a moment. Let's come back this way. Another temporary block there, so we can put this in. Oops, that's not where I wanted it. And I don't have a pickaxe. Oops, wrong one. Now that I'm here, just fix that way. We do lose one solid block that way, but that shouldn't be an issue. So, let's go back into survival. Oops, wrong button. Add our temporary block on the corner. For that matter, we could just put it there. We can grab it again right away. We'll grab the others in a minute or two. Solid blocks. Alright, so I'm leaving this open so we can bring our villagers in easily. And so like I said, you don't need a second composter, but we can put it in anywhere on the bottom row for the wall. And then when we bring both of our villagers up here, they'll be able to keep they'll both be able to work and farm. No real need for that, but I figured I might as well. I think I'll just put it right here since I haven't filled that spot in. Let's wait until I get my villagers up here. Oh. Let's grab my lead. Click the boat. Goes. Let's drag them this way a little bit, line them up properly. Do. Now let's keep pulling them up. So get them up on the level of the farm. And they're in. Let's go ahead and break this lead. He's already taken the job, even though he hasn't left the boat. Let's add some torches up here. There we go. Put in that composter there. Alright, now we're going to put one trapdoor there. And one trapdoor here. That should keep the villagers from walking out. We can walk under without even crouching, but they cannot. So, and that's us done with the boat. Let's go ahead and start turning this all into farmland. This is as much farmland as you can, that's what I'm looking for, turn dark and fertile with the one source block of water. So now that we've got some farmland going, let's go ahead and put a carrot in. And it'll take a while, but you could start with just that one carrot. You do have to turn all the dirt into farmland. The farmers can't do that themselves. But once that carrot grows up, the farmers can harvest it and replant. But obviously it'd take them a long time to fill this all in, so the more carrots you have, the better. And in fact, if you have more than 80, you can go ahead and even just give them some of the extras. And that'll make it so that they start breeding a little bit sooner. They won't breed yet because they don't have any beds, or food for that matter, as we just mentioned. But that is going to take us a little while to set up. Make sure our villager breeding farm is working properly. Did I miss a spot or did I miscount? There it is. Alright. Now for the fun part. So let's go ahead. So let's go this way. Trapdoor. Let's put it right there. Solid walls. And let's use some more dirt. There we go. And add a few blocks on this side. Put a couple of torches up and put in a couple of beds. You can lay these out however you want. They just have to be somewhere where the villagers think they can walk there, which is what the trapdoors are for. You should be able to get away with just one, but in my practicing I found that the baby villagers will sometimes jump over one. When these villagers do start to breed, the baby villagers of course will spawn on this side. Spread my torches out a little bit more evenly. Didn't break that. Should be enough light there, I think, but anyway. As I was saying, once these villagers breed, the baby villagers will spawn on this side, and they love to jump on beds. So they're going to run this way. If that one is open, they might be able to jump over. They can jump on the beds. And then eventually they'll probably go back. But if we open both of these, I'll put that the other direction just to make sure. Can't imagine a baby villager parkouring their way over that, but I'll put that there. And let's put this one here. There we go. We're going to do something with that down there in a minute. So our baby villager will come jumping this way. They won't be able to make this jump and they're going to fall down. So we don't want that block there, actually. I'm going to take those and I'm going to grab the other temporary blocks we put up. Just because I don't like to leave extra blocks hanging around where they're not needed. Alright, this is where I'm going to use probably most of my glass. So now when the baby villager tries to jump that, we got a 2 block gap that he's definitely not going to be able to jump. Let's go ahead and that there. And we'll do it on this side as well. Now he's small, so he should fit right in here. And keep this going. So none of the villagers should ever actually make it to these beds. So none of them will be claimed, which means the villagers will just keep on breeding, and the baby villagers. I should have thought to put the water in already. Head and should have thought this through a little bit more, my apologies, but let's go ahead and make sure we build this out. Six, 7, so that is going to be, so let's turn it. So we stay more in our spawn chunk. Oh, let's make sure that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that should be the end of where the water runs. Fill this in with glass to make sure that it doesn't flow out. I've got torches spread around and I don't want to break those. Need a block here. Now let's see if I can this one for a moment. This should be our water set. Fill that back in just because I want to. Alright, and so our baby villagers are going to jump. They're going to fall in the water and be carried over this way. And let's do some solid blocks here. So we're going to have 5 on a wall. I'm skipping the corners. Oop. I think I wanted to line that up 1 over. Let's fix that again. And move that one. I'll go and put these 3 back. So we're back where we were, and I'll add 1 more, so that'll make up for the one we lost earlier. Alright, and I have to move that torch. Let's just go ahead and put a torch right there. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we should have 5 spaces in the middle. Another torch in the way. I can count. There we go. And got to make a fence gate. So that's one more thing that. Let's go ahead. We're just going to. Got the trapdoor. It won't work as well, so they can jump over it. Okay. And I don't have any wood to make anything. One fence gate. Now, I suppose this isn't technically necessary, but considering the whole purpose of the villager breeder is to get villagers to do something, maybe you're going to bring them over one at a time for a town hall, I guess you could call it. You've got a bunch of villagers with various jobs. I particularly like to use the lecterns so you can get enchantments from them. Now, obviously they can jump over the solid blocks, not over the fence gate. So let's go ahead and add more glass. Alright, and that is the farm essentially completed. And as you can see, even using glass liberally, I still have quite a bit left. And I forgot to go back into survival, didn't I? So that's what? 5, 10... so 18 glass there that I should be subtracting. Oops. Wrong button. There we go, 18 glass subtracted. So that's the glass that I have left over. Use that as well. And I'd say we probably ought to add another couple of torches around somewhere. I like one there. Anyway, once again, this is our villager breeder set. Though it may take quite a while. Our farmer villagers up there will eventually start harvesting carrots once they're ready to go. They will breed, and the baby villagers will try to jump to the beds. They think they can get over the 2 trapdoors, but they'll fall in the water. Oh, and I probably should block those in too. Meant to do that earlier. Alright, now there's no way the villagers can jump out of the water and wind up going somewhere they shouldn't. So they head for the beds, they fall in the water, and they get carried down the stream. Oops, that's not where I wanted that. There. Make sure they don't jump off this way either. Go. Now they are forced to go all the way down to our little pen, I suppose you could call it. So now this would be a pretty slow farm, but over time the area will start to fill up with villagers, which you can take with this fence gate, which they cannot open. You should be able to let them out, maybe 1 or 2 at a time. You could put your boat here so that as soon as they step out, they're forced to step into the boat and take them wherever you want them. And again, the nice thing about this farm is because it's in our spawn chunk, and there are no random ticks necessary for this particular farm. It's just the villagers who will continue to do their thing, which in this case is working, farming, and breeding. And the babies will go to play and jump on the beds, fall in the water instead, and come down here. So once again, thank you for watching Epic Blocks. Next time I'm going to show you something interesting we can do with these villagers after we've collected a few extras. The other thing I will note with this farm, it is a good idea to have a lightning rod somewhere, or to cover the farming area and your pin over with a roof so that they cannot be struck by lightning. Because if they are struck by lightning, they will turn into witches. At which point, obviously, the farmers will not be farming anymore. And of course, your villagers in the pin over here will be a lot harder to get out if there's a witch in there. But I've waited to put that in as something I'm going to do next time as we add on to this, to make it a little bit more interesting as a farm that will continue to work, once again, anywhere we go in the world. Alright, and thank you for watching. This has been Epic Blocks.
Huh.